Alright folks, welcome back to the channel. So a bit of an update on the Austar uh, chassis, the budget build. So I've done quite a few things since my last update. Things are still progressing pretty slowly because of this whole lockdown thing. Getting parts is a pain in the backside. Even when something is in stock, it takes like 3 weeks to come, even though I'm banned within the UK. So yeah, it's been slow going. So I have changed the wheels. It's the first thing. I bought a couple of sets of wheels for it. These ones which are on it, and I also bought. You can grab one here. I also bought these, like a mag wheels. They're both just plastic. They were both super cheap. I think a set of these was like 15 quid and these ones were 20 quid, or the other way around, something like that. They weren't expensive. But I decided I liked the steel wheel look rather than the mag. I didn't like that you could see through them quite a lot. So these are the wheels I have chosen for now. Like I said, they're just plastic. They came with the tyres on them and they have foams in them. They are glued, so I can't change that without ripping the tyres apart. It can be done, but it's usually messy. So I took both front and rear axles off and painted them. These were just black plastic. So painted them silver and added some rust effects. I don't know how well that's going to show up on camera, but I've tried to weather the axles there. Show you the back one here. So I was really happy with how they turned out. Adds a bit more realism to the underneath of the truck. So what you see me doing there in the time lapse was replacing all four shock hoops. I had run this a couple of times without the body on it, and it fell off an obstacle and landed upside down, and it had snapped one of the tops off one of the standard Austar shock hoops. So I determined that they were really brittle, so I bought some official axial SCX-10-2 shock hoops. So that also gave me a mounting point for a panhard bar, because these are a 4-link setup straight out of the box, which isn't great. So I have converted it to a 3-link setup with a panhard bar at the back there. So now it doesn't have the bump steer which the 4-link introduces. So that was quite a bit of work, mainly because the new shock hoops don't come with any hardware, any screws, and the hardware from the Austar chassis isn't long enough to go through the slightly thicker axial hoops. So I had to improvise and use a couple of self-tapper screws, which work fine. They're just getting into plastic. So yeah, I did have to do a bit of improvising, but it's a budget build, so I'm quite happy with that. I've also been doing some work to the body. You may notice I have covered in the back windows, turned it into a van. So it really is just a thin piece of styrene. Took the side windows out and then just glued this piece of styrene in after I painted it. Same on both sides, obviously. So yeah, I really like how that looks. I had sort of wanted to do that, turn it into a van, but I was in two minds. to actually take the plunge and do it, so I'm really glad I did. I have done some detailing on the interior. I have a empty beer can and a packet of Lucky Strikes on the dashboard, and in the glove box on the passenger side there, I have an empty beer can in there as well. So yeah, been just doing wee bits and pieces. I do have some other plans. I want to remove, because this is a cheap Chinese body, you can see the tabs on the windows. So I'm going to take out all my windows, and I'm going to remove these plastic tabs which are actually holding the windows in, and then I'm just going to glue around the edges to hold the windows in again. I think that will help with the realism a little bit. And this is the interior and my driver. So that's Ash from the Evil Dead movies. He's just hot glued to the seat. Uh, yeah, so I've put a load of accessories and stuff in here, and I weathered the seat to just basically put some brown acrylic paint on it, just sort of age them, because they were all just black plastic. So I have several beer cans, a beer bottle, a packet of Lucky Strikes, a bag of pills, more beer cans at the bottom there, and a bottle of vodka. And I have a machine gun on the seat. And Ash is wearing a headset. It's meant to be like a CB headset, which I made myself. It's made out of a piece of wire, and the actual earphones are made from MDF, believe it or not. So yeah, I was really happy with how that turned out. So I have actually put a tiny little bit of epoxy glue on the top of his head to hold that in place. So it's basically meant to look like he's on a CB as he's driving on an adventure. I am waiting on a ton of stuff coming in the mail. Uh, some of it coming from England, some of it coming from China. The China stuff, God knows when it'll arrive. I only ordered it the other night, so it could be a month or more before I see that stuff. But yeah, it's all to go on this rig. So yeah, progress is being made, even though it's kind of slow at the moment. So if you've any suggestions, guys, feel free to leave a comment. Let me know what you think so far. If you've any experience with these chassis, let me know. I'm very happy with it, although I have yet to drive it in anger. So I don't know about durability, but it's a budget build, so if something breaks, I'll just replace it. So hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye for now.